What do you miss about being able to get together with the other guys?
Well, I miss them both, George and John. We were friends. We were like four brothers, and we looked out for each other. You know, it's great.
What does it mean to get these Grammy nominations?
Well, a Grammy's a Grammy.
Yeah, but these are special.
This one is, you know, the special thing about it is that Peter Jackson has a machine that took John's voice off a cassette tape, and it's like he's in the room.
Yeah.
It was very moving. Paul put a lot of work into this, and he is the worker. And so he called me, hey, you know that song, do you want to play drums? Okay.
That was a great Paul, by the way.
Yeah.
2 Grammy nominations for Now and Then, the song that used recordings from John and George Harrison to bring the Beatles back together for one last song. They have a new documentary produced by Martin Scorsese on Disney+, and now 84-year-old Ringo is dropping his first album in 6 years, Look Up, out January 10th. Beatlemania is still very real, and E.T. got the exclusive invite to Ringo's LA listening party.
I love country music.
It has been a long time since you made a country record, 1972, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did it feel? But you've always had
No, I
music.
love country.
Okay.
So, and you know his style. I love his style. T-Bones. It's just emotional. Mm-hmm. And country's always been emotional. So has the blues to me. But people say, well, what's country about? I said, well, all the songs are about, the wife's left, the dog's dead, and you don't have enough money for the jukebox. That's what it was like in the 50s when I got into the country music.
Yep.
And, so I just loved it anyway, It's just great songs in those days, and there's still great songs going on, but that's how it is.
You have written so many songs, done so many albums.
Yeah.
How do you find the inspiration for something new now?
Well, I've written a lot with a lot of other people, because I like to hang out. You hang out with the writer, you hang out with the, musicians, and that's sort of what I love to do. And usually we need one line. I mean, he's coming tonight, Joe Walsh, and we wrote a song together because we were out having dinner with a couple of people. This line came out, we wrote a song. Give me a line and I'll write you a song. That's how it is. There's no deep meaning. Thankful had a bit of meaning to it.
What are you thankful for these days?
I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for the light. I'm thankful for Barbara. I'm thankful I'm still on my feet. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing for me.
You look younger than ever. Do you feel like you're turning back the clock?
It's what I am. It's what I do. I always put it down to I move a lot, and I eat less. It seems to do me good.
What does it mean to see this new generation kind of embracing your music and thinking about all the different, grandma, kid, and now their child?
Well, kids.
Yeah.
Well, I think with the Beatles, every generation has a listen to us. Mm-hmm. That's how it works. And, everything's streaming now. And I just put on a post on my website, that Octopus's Garden has had 100 million streams.
I will tell you, my son, for his 3rd grade class, did Octopus's Garden.
Oh,
so
good.
So it
He'd
goes
like
on.
to be under the sea.
Come on, he can come in and sing it to you right now.
I'd like to be underneath the sea.
What do you miss about being able to get together with the other guys?
Well, I miss them both, George and John. Yeah, John. We were friends. We were like 4 brothers, and we looked out for each other. And when we made music, we went through moments where, getting a little happy was good.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
So we really worked very hard. We had a lot of cups of tea, and could just feel where it was going. It needs to be put in a bit of strength there. we're like psychic. For me, it was like psychic. We knew where we were going. No one had to look at you or stamp the foot, whatever,
See, I'd watch an hour of him just playing the piano.
It was beautiful playing with them. And we did it together. That's what was great. We had two great songwriters. And then George started writing, I started writing. It's great. The Beatles are still doing like 5 billion streams a year. It's far out.
Ringo collabs with Eagles guitarist Joe Walsh on the album, and check out this moment when Joe literally crashed our interview.
Joe Walsh came in quietly.
Oh, yeah.
Came in real quietly, kicked the light.
Oh,
He just kicked the light, that's all. How are
He's
you?
desperate for attention. Just come and stand here.
Come on in, Joe. I'm gonna ask him, what was it like working with Ringo?
Well, it continues to be a lovely challenge.
Mm-hmm. What's challenging and what's great?
Challenging is keeping up with him because he knows what he wants. And what's great is he's my brother-in-law.
Yeah. So if I need a guitarist on a track, he can't say no.
You have to call him.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no choice.
My wife would call Marjorie his wife, and he'd be there in 3 minutes.
Can I ask you something? What is it like to be that close and be part of two iconic bands? Like you walk down the street and people can sing your songs over and over again. What is that like?
No, this is a friend of mine. This is the guy who plays and has a couple of jokes inside of him. But yeah, he's done great. I've done great. He came out of wherever he came out of. I came out of Liverpool, and we did well.
I think it's a blessing that we're related, because that means you're my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does more for me.
Because, career-wise, I guess we're in some category together, But
life-wise,
we're just guys, and it keeps us good with our perspective.
Your favorite song that Joe has written?
Joe wrote? No idea.
Your favorite song that he's written?
Oh, boy. Favorite song? Day Tripper.
He was a day tripper.
I didn't write that.
Well, Ringo had nothing but praise for another songwriter, Taylor Swift, who's almost hit Beatlemania status as she's about to wrap up her record-breaking $1 billion Eras tour next month.
But if I told you I'm a mastermind.
I said she's really big, and it's great because Paul and I did several Grammy shows. We met her there all the time. She's with her mom, and look at her now. Great. She did really well.
Next up, Ringo's getting the big screen treatment. There are reports Barry Keoghan will play him in an upcoming 4-part Beatles biopic.
What do you think of it?
Well, I think it's great, and I believe he's somewhere taking drum lessons.
Oh, really?
And I hope not too many.
Well, what will you teach him if you could go and teach him anything?
Well, I only show, when I'm talking to any kid that's playing, and if they can go, you try it.
I mean, look at that.
Are you a drummer?
No.
You're on the unbeat already. Anyway, I gave that lesson to my son, and he was 10. And then the second, I said, I'll give you another lesson.
Now you're getting.
And he said, I can do that, Dad. I said, you're on your own. Because, if you can do that, then, and, I did a master class, and we were talking about, I'm not asking you to play like me, but you have to have the movement that you can do this stuff.
Feel it.
A lot of people come up at the gigs we're doing, and some mother with a little kid, he's taking drum lessons. Not too many, I hope,
It's play and
You gotta
feel.
let them get their own feel.
And feel it.
Peace and love.